When I started college, I had been in an abusive relationship for almost 3 years. I was terrified to leave this man, I'll call him Henry, because we have a child together and he had convinced me that I had no worth as a human being without him. At 6'4", Henry is a foot taller and weighs twice as much as I do. He would punch or kick me until I was in so much pain I couldn't go back to my classes. When I did go, I'd often leave early because he became convinced I was cheating on him, and I didn't want to give him another reason to beat me. I have a fair amount of academic ability, and I did well in high school, but I started allowing my emotions to overrun my intelligence. It was like I had a bunch of emotions in a bowl, and I just pull one out at random when something happened. One day, when my mother expressed concern about my bruises, I got furious at her, but instead of getting angry at Henry for beating me, I'd feel afraid, confused, and depressed. Rather than stepping back and thinking logically about what was going on, I allowed my emotions to control me. Studying became my escape. In my freshman year experience course, I loved expressing myself in my journals. In Chapter 8, I started writing about my emotions, and for the first time in years, I wasn't ashamed of my feelings. I decided to be totally honest, and I wrote down exactly what was going on and how I really felt about it, not what Henry told me to feel about it. Writing the journals really made me look at myself and ask, what am I doing in this relationship? When I read about all of the positive ways I could manage my emotions, I started looking at things as though I wasn't going to take it anymore. I got stronger every day, and then one day I made this decision to leave Henry. I've always done well at writing papers, studying, and taking tests, but I've never really taken responsibility for my emotions before. I learned that I need to get my emotional life under control if I want the rest of my life to work. I now realize that how I feel at one moment isn't necessarily how I'll feel 10 minutes later. Emotions change. Why let something control you that is so temporary? By growing emotionally, I'm able to control my emotions instead of letting them control me. I am finally starting to picture a positive life for myself without Henry, and I am growing more confident every day. My dream is to earn a degree in microbiology and make a difference by working for the World Health Organization. Enrolling in this course is the best life decision I will probably ever make. If I hadn't, 10 years from now, I may not have wanted to change my life. However, I have been able to do that, and now I have my whole life ahead of me.